Hi everyone, I'm Johan Chen for Global Project Melbourne Good 12, and here's our teammate. Let us introduce ourselves.
Hi, I'm Thục Anh.
Hi, I'm Hunt.
Hello, I'm Yui.
And we are currently doing a analysis report for a corporation called Marathon Corporation. And Marathon Corporation is a manufacturer of flash drives, and the selling price for each unit is $28 per unit, and the expected sales for them in 2019 is 40,000 units, and the expected income in 2019 is $75,000. According to our 2019 anticipations, if they sell only 40,000 units, they won't achieve their expected goal. So in order to achieve the expected revenue, they will have to at least sell $41,000 and 41,071 between 41,072 units. And please allow my teammates to proceed to the next.
Okay, so there are 4 suggestions given to Marathon to improve their performance. Here are the suggestion A. The first suggestion suggests increasing the selling price by 5%, along with increasing sales volume by 10%. The changes will help Marathon increase the contribution margin per unit and decrease sales needed to break even. However, the net income is low, so they cannot meet a target of $75,000. Changes made in suggestion B include the increase of sales volume by 30%, sales salary 20%, and sales commission of $0.25 per unit. With 52,000 units sold, the contribution margin per unit decreased and the break-even point increased significantly, which is not good for a company. However, $195,000 of net income is nearly 3 times higher than the expectation, bringing the firm the highest among 4 options. Next will be Hans' part.
Okay, so I will give the analysis about the scenario C and scenario D. So firstly, in scenario C, the manager wants to redesign the packaging of the product, and as the result, they expected that the sales volume increased by 15%, and the net income increased by doubling. Moreover, they want to decrease the direct material cost, which also now are fixed or variable cost and fixed factory overhead. So their contribution margin increased. Moreover, in the break-even point, the company only need to sell about 34,000 units to reach at the point instead of the original one. So in scenario D, the manager want to rising for quality and price, so they have to increase variable cost, fixed factory overhead, and also their selling price. As the result, the net income increase, also doubling. The contribution margin also increased and peaked at about 15.6 dollar per unit, and they have to sell nearly 38,000 units in compare with 35,000 units to break at the break-even point. So next, Mr. Yi will give the analysis of 4 scenario.
Okay, thank you, Han and Thục Anh. I would do the ranking orders for the 4 suggestions. Okay, and okay, we're going to compare the 3 factors between the 4 suggestions. The first one is the contribution margin unit, because and then the second is the break-even point, and the most important thing is the net income. For the contribution margin unit, Suggestion A and suggestion D rank at the top two highest with $15.4 and $15.6. The higher contribution margin, the better for the firm to offset the fixed cost. So for the break-even point, the lower break-even point, the faster the firm can recover the revenues. So in this case, in these situations, suggestion A and suggestion C rank at the top two faster. With A is 32,468 units and C is 34,138 units. And finally, the most important thing, the net income, the top two highest income for suggestion B with suggestion C with 172,000 and B is 195,600. So in the combination between the three factors I mentioned above, suggestion A will rank at number 4, B will rank at number 3, and D will rank number 2, and the best choice for the firm Marathon is suggestion C. Thank you. And now my okay, Han will continue.
So due to some reason, Marielle cannot be in the official one. So I will take her part with a conclusion and recommendation. So in conclusion, we observe that the company currently the company cannot look at their suggested income. Their objective income, which is $75,000. So we suggest that first they need to apply the suggestion C to increasing their net income and their profit. Also, they should decrease the 10% of factory overhead and 15% of office supply to increase their income and CM. Also, we by the company needs to apply the labor to involve the process, and because they know what the production is waste, and moreover they can decrease cost by negotiation with the material with the supply. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you.